Alhamdulillah nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruhu wa nu'minu bihi wa natawakkalu alayh. Wa na'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. May yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa may yudlil fala hadiya lahu. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam tabaraka wa salama tasliman kasiran kasira amma ba'd. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wa man ahsanu qawlan mimman da'a ila Allah wa amila salihan wa qala innani minal muslimin. My dear brothers and respected elders, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all of you who are listening to this bayan or to this lecture, and may Allah give you the tawfiq and myself to practice whatever we hear in the bayan. So with the permission of Allah, or InsyaAllah, whatever has been told and will be told shall be the truth, nothing but the truth. So it is important that we hear the truth, and when we talk the truth. When we hear and talk repeatedly the truth, a time will come when we do that only with the intention to please Allah. A time will come when Allah will be pleased with us, and when that will happen, then Allah will install the truth into our hearts. Then we'll become the man and the woman of truth. This is the what do you call it, the logic of it. Talking and listening and talking. First you have to listen in order to know the truth. Then you convey it. You listen to what I've said, and then you convey it. What I'm saying is the truth, and you convey the truth with the intention to please Allah. A time will come when Allah is pleased. Allah will install the truth that you have listened and you have spoken into your hearts. When it comes to the level which Allah is pleased, then you will become the true believers with the good deeds. These are the signs. But there are people who say Mahdi become having knowledge in 1 year, knowledge in one night. Having knowledge, given knowledge in one night. This is supernatural. This is not normal. That Mahdi can become person who have knowledge in one night. There is no such thing as one night. All takes time in this world. In this world, things are happening not instantly. Nothing is instant. So the hadith is saying that Mahdi will be taught in one night. That is false. False hadith. It can never be somebody become, know about Allah in one night. Allah can do it, of course. There's no, but that is not the tartib. That is not the law. That is not the rules. The rule of Allah is that everything in this world takes time, not instant. Instant only in paradise. In paradise, instant. Whatever you want. You want anything, instantly given. Whatever you ask, instantly given. Whatever you want, instantly will be prepared for you. But not in this world. Nothing is instant. Everything you have to give time. You have to make effort, you know. So you can't become a true believer with a good deed overnight. No prophets are made to become true believers with good deeds overnight. And what about Mahdi? It can be done? No. So all the, what they've said, some of the hadiths about Mahdi is false. Mahdi name is Muhammad bin Abdullah, they say. He's my name. His name is Mahdi. Mahdi is one who, renewed the religion, Islam. Mahdi is a person who give a new light or life to Islam. So they say his name is, Hadith's name is Muhammad bin Abdullah, my name. So in Islam, Allah does not look at names. There's no value in names. But no matter what his name, Muhammad bin Abdullah is, if his akhlaq and his amal not like Muhammad, there's no use. What is important in Islam is actions, not names. And to be very, particular that the Mahdi must be Muhammad bin Abdullah is false. We put important to names. Islam doesn't put important to names. What name you want? But Allah looks at your actions. And action come from a heart, from the true heart. Good action come from the heart which have the truth. So if a person is a Mahdi, the name is not important. His heart is important. So they say my name is false. And he is born in Medina. Why should he born in Medina? Is that important? You're born in Samarkand, born in anybody, it's not important. What is important is the belief and good action. This is Islam. You go to Mecca and you die. You go to Jalan and you are devils. You are devils. You are not really a good person. Then you go to Mecca and die and say he's now in Jannat. Allah don't put people to Jannat just simply because his death is in Medina. No, not important. What is important is your actions in Islam. And action is come from belief. So that's why Allah SWT say, I look at your heart and your action. Heart means belief. So how to have good belief? Strong belief, true belief. And what is the true belief? The true belief is there is no God except Allah. And Muhammad is the messenger of God. That is the true belief. That should be in our heart. When that is in our heart, to the level which Allah is pleased, then we are a true believer. And our deeds become true deeds. Oh, saleh. So Allah SWT only put us in paradise when we become true believers with good deeds. Then we can enter paradise and save from hellfire. Other than that, we'll go to hellfire first. Or forever. Like the people who have not recited the kalima, they will be thrown to the hellfire forever. Forever means nobody can give, intercession for you or for her. We call shafa'at. Those who have recited the kalima, have some little good deeds, little bit, they can try to seek shafa'at or intercession. From who? From the lover of Allah. Not all the prophets also can give intercession. Only few. And some people who are able to attain the level of the lover of Allah. Before you become the lover of Allah, you must become the true believers with the good deeds. Before you can become true believers with the good deed, you must become believer. The believer means the kalimah is in your heart, but not to the level which Allah is pleased. And before you can become a believer, you must become a person who have entered Islam. Who is the person who has entered Islam? A person who has recited the kalimah, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. Whoever has recited the kalimah, he is not yet a believer. He is a person who has entered Islam. So when he frequently listen to the truth, and he speak only the truth, oh my dear, then with the intention to please Allah, and he is pleased, Allah is pleased. So he must listen, and then he must talk the truth in the way of Muhammad SAW. I mean, in order to do the work of conveying the truth, he is willing to sacrifice whatever it takes. That means whatever has been ordered to him. Then only when he talks the truth will enter into his heart. That's all. But it is so difficult to do. The reason as to why it is so difficult, because to sacrifice your wealth, yourself, your person, to leave your wife, to divorce your wife, to leave your children, to leave your business, is something very difficult for the lovers of this world to do. It's not difficult for the lovers of Allah. But that will not be able to be attained unless you start from being the lover of this worldly things. When you initially recited the great kalimah, you don't become the lover of Allah yet. On your way to become the lover of Allah, you become the lover of this dunya. All. Everyone. Lover of this dunya means the lover of other than Allah, including your wife, children, houses, shops, work, yourself. Yeah? That one Allah SWT would not like us to have. Allah wants us to have in our heart, if possible, solely the love of Allah. So in the beginning, great mujahadah. Mujahadah means something very difficult to do. To be able to sacrifice your own ego, to go from house to house, to be scolded, and that's very difficult. Then to leave your children, wife, shop, very difficult. Why it is difficult? Because those things are the things that we love. It's not difficult if we don't love. But naturally it is impossible not to love all of these things. But because we have been with that since we are born. We've been with our wife, we've been with our mother, father, we love our mother. Then we married, our wife, children, then we work, our shop, and all this we love. We really love them. For that reason, and then we love ourselves. We do not want anybody to say you are no good. You are bad. We want people to praise us. Why we want people to praise us? Like Yazid. He likes to cook. Whenever I ask him to cook, he likes it. There's no difficulty for him to do that job. But he will not be able to do it to please Allah. He probably can do it to please me, but it's no use. He likes to cook. Yazid, go and cook. Oh, he will hurriedly go. And then he will become very happy if somebody says, very nice cooking. Even though he tried to deny it, but it will not be possible. He is happy when his wife says very good food. His mother, grandmother, his mother-in-law, children, all like his food. He's so happy, and even he's, go all out to try to become a good cook. But he will not be able to do it to please Allah because Allah is not in his heart. Even though we teach him, you must do it to please Allah. They say no, but he will not be able to. Why? Allah is not in the heart. That's why Allah says, in the beginning you have to sacrifice. Your own ego. For example, it is not very. Why is so difficult to do the work of Jalan, visiting the people? Why? Why is so difficult to those who are known as religious scholar, ustad, to go to the houses? And there's nothing other than because they think I'm a great person. I'm a religious scholar. How it is possible for me to go humbly, to the ignorance people on the street and asking time and talking? It is difficult for me. Why it is difficult? Because I think I'm great, I'm big. That has to be slashed, should be killed. That's called egoistic. A person who thinks he's big will have ego. We have to kill the ego, and that's why we have to go for Gash. How many people like to go for Gash? Hanzala, he has no ego yet, young boy. He has no position in the society. Nobody knows him except his friend. It's a bit easier. But let's say Hanzala is a doctor. Difficult. Hanzala become professor. Even more difficult. Besides become a professor, he is also the imam. Who? More tough. And beside the imam, he is also the chairman of the mosque. On top of that, he is also the chairman of the community. Who? Then he go up to this to the level of power, become MP, member of parliament. Who? He will never do Jawla. He will never. Oh, this is not my style. And they say this is not the only way to give dawah. There are many ways. Many people say that. Why they say that? Because they want to do it. Because it hurts their ego. Their prides. People like Sufyan, not so high level in the society. Sufyan Ampang. But is rich to a certain extent as compared to many. He has Pajero, he has what car? X70. He has another car. Honda. He has lorry. So one time I went Gash with him, Jawla. I said, these people have so many vehicles, including lorry. He said, I have more than this. He said to me, with proud. So, he has well. So that's also very difficult for him to do Jawla. I said to him, you do every day. No. Once a week only. So he mellowed down the order of Allah and the Sunnah of Nabi Sallam to his level, which many people tend to do, mellow down. Put it down. They say we have to see everybody, rich or poor, people who likes you or who don't like you. No. We will choose. They mellow down. They change. They say no. We don't have to visit everybody. We can choose people whom we like to visit. And that is not the way how to do Jawla. So people to a certain extent try to make it the Jawla or the work of Nabi visiting the people to suit to their needs. to their desire. They say we only do not umumi gash. Umumi gash means go to every houses, to every person. That's umumi. We go kususi. Kususi means selected one. So people tend to like this a bit more better than umumi gash. Because that go to their desire. To go and visit those who are happy with him, who will not scold at him, who will not say harsh word to him. So many people in Tabligh Jamaat, they do only khususi gash. They will do umumi gash only once a week. Or twice a week, once in their locality, another one in the other neighboring country. This is not the work of Jalan like the prophets. The Jawla of the prophets to do it daily, morning till night. And umumi. Because that is harsh to the soul. It's harsh to the ego. It is heavy. So that's why repeatedly I've invited you to do this gash. But very little, very few, almost none who is willing to do it. Those who are doing it now with me, they're just waiting for the time to leave it. I think when I will die, they will leave it. Bye-bye. Because they say it's too hard. It's too hard to do gash daily. When I told them you must do gash daily, and you only stop and you die, oh, they say it's too much. But I say to them, because this is the way all the prophets are doing the work. We can't do the work daily, morning till the evening. At least a little in the morning and a little in the evening. Which is about 1.5 hours. 45 minutes in the morning, 45 minutes in the evening. If not that is not possible, at least once in the day. If you are so busy. But even then, there are not many people. Hardly any. So this gash or jawla is actually a very... This is the trademarks of the work of Nabi, of prophets. The trademarks of the work of Nabi and prophets is jawla. Or in Urdu is called gash. If you don't do the work of jawla means umumi, going to every house, every person, those who like you or those who don't like you, you won't be able to kill your ego. That ego, thinking that we are big, this is detrimental to Iman. The more ego we have, the less Allah will enter into our belief, into our heart. Because we will not say Allah is great. And we will not like to believe that Allah is great when we also think that we are great, isn't it, sir? We only will be able to say or to have in our heart, Allah is great, when we say, I'm not great. So this ego, this feeling that I'm great is in Rashidi. A student of mine who has been doing this work for so long. I told him, whenever anybody scolded you when you are doing jawla, you don't scold them back. You be patient. But he never listened to me. Until now. Not only that, when he go home, he will quarrel with his wife. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he want to get married, he's only, he's not intelligent and not well educated. He don't go to university. He's married to a woman who is very well educated, with degree and masters in business, a lecturer in my university. He go and tackle that lady. I didn't ask him to tackle. She is my patient. She was my patient. Then I told him, you send this medicine to this woman. His name is Rashida. And I said, you are Rashida. When I said that to him, his heart blows. Then he went and delivered the medicine to her. Without I'm knowing it, they started to make relationship, send messages, SMS. And then one time Rashidi asked him to you go back to Perlis. It's about 500 kilometers from here. Don't be with me anymore. You know, you do your work. So that time he sent messages to this lady. You know? So, say, you want to become my wife? Asking lady. Huh? Is it so? Then the lady said, can. The lady told me that she wants to get married. When I saw her and I was questioning her as to why she got headache, I asked what are you worried about? What you fear? She told me, I'm now getting old, 34. I'm still not married. She told me that. So in the self-talk therapy which I prescribed for her, I wrote that. So when Rashidi asked, can you become my wife? She said, can. Then Rashidi said, can, I'll go and see your father. Who? And he bring his father, uncle, and they say to marry her 15,000 exclusive. 15,000 exclusive means beside 15,000 ringgit you have to provide all others which are required to become a bridegroom. It's very heavy. They bargain, you know. And finally they settle at 15,000 finish, complete. All in, without plus. So he got a wife who is very much more well educated than him. So she won't listen to him. So they're quarreling every day. Why Allah gave him the wife? Because to train him, to give tarbiyah to him, so that you don't quarrel with people. So I told him, you don't quarrel with your wife. So long I've been telling him. But still, he doesn't obey me. So as a result, the kalima doesn't enter into his heart. These are the reason why when you have a teacher, then you don't obey. You are not the student of the teacher. You are just like a guest. Like Sufyan. You must listen. I told Sufyan, you move here. Have a house here. Pray 5 times Jamaat with me. Listen to my lecture every day. Do Gash every day. Then you will become a person. The time will come. True believers will get it. But what can I do? He doesn't listen. I told Yazid, you divorce your wife. He doesn't listen. I told Samad, you leave your place of Melaka and come here. Don't listen. So I got student, but no, the one who do not listen to me. I don't have a student actually, in the real sense of the word. I do not know other in the future, but at the moment I have no student. I am alone. Because whatever I talk, no one listen. So when nobody listen, then you cannot become the true believer with the good deeds. In order to become true believer with the good deeds, you have to do this work the way Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And you must have, obedience to me as the wakil, a representative, as the naib of Nabi. Otherwise, simply follow me and listening and not obeying is no use. Not to say no use, but you will not be able to attain to the high level of Iman. So, in doing the work of Prophet Muhammad Sallam, you have a guide. And that guide is me. And you must follow that guide. He is not someone who is from the street. He's been chosen by Allah to become the naib of Nabi or the representative of Nabi. I'm the representative of Nabi, I'm going to tell you. And I have been given a device upon which I'll be able to ask Allah whether this is right or this is wrong. This is what you like or this is what you don't like. By this device which Allah has given to me and the ilham which Allah given me, Allah give me the Allah give me the ability to interpret the Quran. I have interpreted Quran now until today to about 29 juz. About to finish the 29 juz of the Quran. Only have another one juz before the Quran is complete. There's nobody who can do this unless he's a lover of Allah. He got ilham from Allah. And he got device to ask Allah whether this is the truth or not. Otherwise, you can't. Quran is very difficult to interpret. Nobody can. Unless Allah teach him. If Allah teach me who I am, if I'm not a Naib of Nabi, if you don't still believe me, I am a Naib of Nabi, you're stupid. You're fools. So you must listen to him. When he say divorce your wife, immediately you do. When he say don't quarrel with the wife, immediately you do. You come here, you do. Like these people, they don't listen to me. Like Sufyan, Appendi. You listen to me or not? Do you listen to me, Appendi? Yeah, inshallah. What did I tell you? What did I tell you, Appendi?
Listen, but no.
What do I told you to do? You have to move here. This they don't obey. So you can't. You can't do it. So what happened when Samad is in Malacca? I told him to come here. And only now by force Allah make you to come here. Do you feel you find any difference? Samad?
Yes.
You see difference. Only now you know. What about him? 10 years ago I told him. If he followed, obeyed, his iman will surely become very high. So my dear brothers, this is the work of Nabi. This is the work of Nabi we have to do. And Allah have sent me as a guide. To guide you. I'm the representative of Muhammad Sallam. I'm not a Nabi. I'm only the Naib of Nabi. The Shariat is Muhammad Sallam. I'm not like Ghulam Ahmad. Or any other people in the world who claim themselves Nabi. I'm not a Nabi. Will never be able to become Nabi because there will be no Nabi after Muhammad Sallam. How come you claim yourself Nabi? You will be, you taking the people to the wrong path. But I'm a Naib of Nabi. Naib Nabi means representative of Muhammad Sallam. I will carry the message of Muhammad Sallam, the way of Muhammad Sallam. If you don't obey me, you disobey me, you disobey Muhammad, you disobey Allah, you'll be in the wrong path. So now, go for Gash.